Good morning guys and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking all about Kayali fragrances. So I told you guys I was going to do a video comparing the different fragrances that I have, telling you which ones are my favorite, how I like to layer them, which ones have the best longevity, which ones I think are the safest blind buys, and just in general a nice relaxed discussion about all of the Kayali fragrances. So if you're interested in that, then stay tuned. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, definitely head on down and click the big red button because you won't want to miss any of our future fragrance related content. And without further ado, let's get started. So before we begin, I do have my pumpkin, vanilla, and marshmallow candle going from Bath & Body Works, which is one of my favorite candles. And I also have this gorgeous bouquet of flowers from Rose Forever. If you guys are video creators like myself, or you just love beautiful home decor and you love roses, I highly suggest checking out Rose Forever New York because these make the best centerpiece. They make such beautiful background decor. This is probably my favorite floral arrangement that I've had all year, if not ever. It's just gorgeous. So these are actually real roses and they've been preserved to last at least a year, they say, but I honestly think they're gonna last longer because I've had these for probably, I don't know, I think I've probably had these for about 6 or 7 months already and they still look just as beautiful as the first day that I got them. So definitely check out Rose Forever if you guys are looking for some good flowers. Also, I am sipping on some coffee, and as you guys can tell, my voice is coming back. Hallelujah, but it's not totally back, so I will probably be sipping on some coffee as we talk about these perfumes today. And the nail color that we have on is Like a Moss from Sally Hansen. So it's just a really beautiful pastel, kind of a mint green color. So first let's talk about the discovery set that I received. And through the discovery set, I realized I loved the Kayali products. And it was shortly after that that I ordered a few of my own Kayali fragrances. Kayali also did send me the hair mist to try. This is the Deja Vu hair mist. And as soon as I smelled the hair mist, I wasted no time. Like literally that day I ordered the Deja Vu perfume because I loved the way this smelled so much. Like I said, I'm not a huge hair mist person, so I don't really use this, to be honest. I've only used it a couple of times, and I'll tell you my thoughts on it, but I don't use hair mist as a rule just because my hair is usually pulled back into a ponytail. So first I'll tell you about the Kayali product that I don't love, the one that is the only one that doesn't really resonate with me. And that is the Kayali Elixir. So this is the Elixir 11, and this is kind of their like sexy nighttime perfume. From what I've seen from videos and reviews that I've read, this is supposed to be the one that is like man killer, like femme fatale, man eater kind of fragrance. Did I just make up man killer? I don't know if that's I don't know if that's appropriate terminology. Anyways, so this one is a fruity floral patchouli. There's apple in here, there's patchouli, there's jasmine, I think there's some woody notes. There's a few other notes in here. Yeah, for some reason, there's something about this one that just doesn't resonate with me. I just don't love this one. It's something about the way the apple and the patchouli and the floral notes play together. I'm just not digging it. So this is the only one that I don't care for, and it's the only one that I probably will never have a full bottle of. Next, let's quickly touch on the Kayali Citrus 08. So this is another one that I don't have a full bottle of, but this is one that I'm pretty much like 90% sure I'm gonna buy a bottle of. So this is a citrus fragrance. It's actually a rose fragrance. There's also musk in here, there's grapefruit. It's a beautiful, feminine, upbeat, cheerful, happy citrus fragrance. And even though I'm not a huge citrus fan, this one is actually growing on me. Every time I come back and smell it, I just think it smells so pretty. I have no other citruses in my collection quite like it. It doesn't have the greatest lasting power compared to my other perfumes, but a lot of citruses don't. I'm not even sure if this is an eau de toilette concentration, or, but this is just a beautiful, classy, sophisticated, very posh and happy smelling. That's probably the best way to describe it. It's posh and it's happy. Just upbeat, beautiful rose citrus scent. I actually really, really like this. Yeah, it's so pretty, you guys. I definitely can see myself getting a full bottle of this one. I would say I probably get a solid 3-4 hours, sometimes 2 to 3 hours, depending, before I feel like I need to respray it. So it doesn't last forever, but you can layer this perfume, and I'll come back to that in a minute. So the first Kayali fragrance that I fell in love with and wanted a full bottle of right away was the musk. So I smelled this one in the Discovery set and loved it. This was the first one that I decided I was going to buy a full bottle of, for sure. And the second one that I fell in love with pretty much the same day and decided I was going to get a full bottle was the Kayali Vanilla 28. So if you guys are interested in the Kayali fragrances and you're just not sure which one to bite the bullet, I highly suggest getting the Discovery set. I will link it down below for you guys. That was the best thing I could have done because I was so tempted to just blind purchase the vanilla or blind purchase the musk based on other people's recommendations. And what one person loves, you're not gonna love. So for me, the best thing to do is to just get samples or decants or the Discovery set if you can. And that way you have the pleasure and the experience of smelling all of them and you can really make your own kind of informed decision. For me, unfortunately, I ended up loving so many that I now have 3 full bottles, but that's not to say that you will love all of them yourself. Okay, so let's talk about the Kayali Musk really quickly. So first of all, one of the things I love about the Kayali fragrances is the packaging. This is some of the most beautiful packaging I have ever seen. I absolutely love it. The inspiration for the Kayali fragrances packaging was to take a little bit of a Middle Eastern vibe, like an Arabic vibe, and combine it with American vibes. So that is where they got the gorgeous packaging from. So it looks very like expensive, it looks very classy, very elegant. It's just super beautiful. I love the shape, I love the gold writing, I love everything about these bottles. So the Kayali Musk is the first one I fell in love with, and this one has notes of musk, vanilla, freesia, lotus, gardenia, and sandalwood. So the best way for me to describe this is a feminine, sultry, musky skin scent. This smells it just has a very sexy, sensual vibe about it. It literally just smells like clean skin, but with a twist of a little bit of florals and a little bit of added vanilla. And it's very soft, it's very pleasant. This one doesn't have crazy lasting power. I would say I probably get about 4 solid hours if I'm being totally honest. Like, it's not the worst in lasting power, but it's not the strongest either. But it is gorgeous, and it's the type of fragrance I would wear if I was just quickly heading out or fresh out of the shower right before I'm about to spend an evening at home with my partner. It would definitely last you throughout the evening. It would protect, it would smell really nice. It's a very good like intimate scent. It's a very good bedroom scent as well because it's not overpowering. It's not going to choke anybody out, but it's going to make you smell like irresistible and delicious and feminine and musky at the same time. It's one of the prettiest musk fragrances I've ever smelled. And you can layer the musk with the vanilla. So I like to layer these two together. I don't do it very often because I'm just not a huge perfume layerer, but if you layer the vanilla with the musk, you guys, you get the most beautiful, vanillic, musky. It's like the best of both worlds. These two blend so well together and it creates the most gorgeous, like feminine, sultry, soft, compliment-getting combination. I absolutely love layering these two. You definitely can make the musk last a little bit longer by spraying 1 or 2 sprays of the vanilla on top of it. So next, let's talk about my second love, and actually it's probably my greatest love now. I think it surpassed the musk in terms of which one is my favorite, and that is the Kayali Vanilla 28. So in case you guys didn't know, the number behind the name is how many times they reformulated it or tweaked it to get it to be as perfect as it is. So the Kayali Vanilla 28 is not just one of my favorite vanilla fragrances, it is one of my favorite fragrances in general. You can see I haven't used a whole lot from this bottle because I do still have the one from the sample set. And the reason they look different, you guys, is because vanillas do darken over time. A lot of fragrances do change color a little bit over time. It doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means that obviously the sample set was made before the perfume was made, which is totally fine. It still smells incredible. So the Vanilla 28 has notes of brown sugar, tonka bean, vanilla orchid, amber, musk, amberwood, jasmine, and patchouli. And you guys, I don't get much patchouli at all. In fact, I think it's the most hidden note in here. What I mostly get is vanilla and brown sugar. It's honestly one of the most beautiful, delicious, gourmand sensual vanillas I've ever smelt in my life. I love it. So this one also has really good lasting power. This one I get probably 8 or 9 hours. This is the longest lasting out of all of the Kayali fragrances that I have. The only one that I can't speak to is the Kayali Elixir, because this one just, I don't care for it, so I haven't worn it. But I think this one would probably have decent lasting power as well, just because it is stronger and it is more of like a deeper, darker patchouli kind of a scent. So I do think that this one might last pretty good as well. I just haven't tested it because I just really don't care for it. And in terms of projection, I have told you guys before, I'll tell you again, this is a massive compliment getter. I get complete strangers complimenting me on this fragrance, and that doesn't happen very often. I don't know, usually the people complimenting me are people who are in my circle, coworkers, my boyfriend, my mom, like whoever happens to be near me, my daughter. Somebody will say, "Oh, you smell really good," or somebody at work will say, "Oh, you smell really nice today. What are you wearing?" I don't often get complete strangers asking me what I'm wearing. This one gets those kind of compliments, and from a distance, like I'll go up to a till or something to buy something at a store. I'll be 6 or 7 feet away, and she kind of like looks up and looks over and is sniffing the air to see what the smell is. And then when I come up to the till, she'll say, "Oh my gosh, it's you. You smell so good." So I know that this one projects and that people can smell it. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is just so beautiful. One of my favorite fragrances in general, not just for vanillas, but in general. I love it. And I'm so happy I can smell again now that my cold's going away, because for a while I couldn't smell it and it was so sad. If you guys haven't checked out Kayali Vanilla, I definitely recommend it. If you like vanilla fragrances, I can't see you not liking this one. Like, this is probably the safest blind buy, probably the safest gift idea. It's just beautiful. I honestly can't see somebody not liking this. So this is my favorite one. So now let's talk about the newest addition to my collection, which is the Deja Vu White Flower. So this one, I told you guys, they sent me the hair mist. I loved the hair mist on first sniff, and I immediately purchased a bottle of the perfume. So this is a beautiful, wearable, sort of a vanillic white floral scent. This has tuberose, it has gardenia, it has jasmine, it has a little bit of orange blossom, it has vanilla, it has cashmere, a little bit of pear, it's got sandalwood, it has nectarine, and it also has, did I say patchouli? It has patchouli. So what I get mostly from this is a really lovely, soft, nicely blended white flower perfume with a hint of vanilla and a little bit of a creaminess, a little bit of a sandalwood, a little bit of like that cashmere creamy base to it. So it's a very wearable, inoffensive, pretty white floral scent. I love this, you guys. This was a love at first sniff for me. It's very, very pretty. It's very pretty. I honestly can't see many people being offended by this or not liking it. If you like white floral fragrances, I think it would be a pretty safe blind buy. It's just beautiful. It's not the type of tuberose that would offend anybody. The tuberose and the gardenia and the jasmine, I think, are like pretty well balanced. I don't find that one really sticks out more than the other. Maybe the tuberose is a little bit more prominent, but for me, it doesn't bother me. And I can have troubles with tuberose. Like, tuberose is one of those notes that I either really like it in a fragrance or I absolutely hate it. So it really has to be done nicely. And this is one that is just a very easy grab and go. I haven't worn it much because here where I live, it is cold outside, there's snow on the ground. It just doesn't feel like a very floral time of year, but I have tried this out on my skin just to test it out in terms of longevity and sillage and all of that kind of stuff. So clothing, this lasts all day. On my skin, I would say it's not a huge projector. It's a little bit better than the musk, but not quite as strong or long lasting as the vanilla. So I would say about 5 to 6 pretty solid hours. However, okay, you guys, so again, with this perfume, you can layer the vanilla, and what you get is just a more creamy, smooth, gourmand version of a white floral scent. You can also layer the Deja Vu White Flower with the musk, and then you get just a musky white floral. Like, you can literally layer all of the Kayali fragrances together, and for some reason they all just go really, really nicely. So regarding the hair mist, I did try this in my hair. Like I said, I'm not a huge hair mist person, so I can't really compare this to other hair mists because, to be honest, I've never tried any other hair mist. But this did last all day in my hair. On skin and clothing, not so much. I kind of experimented a little bit. I put this on my skin and I put it on my hair and I put it on my shirt just to kind of see like what would happen, to see if you could almost use it as like a perfume at the same time. And it doesn't wear very long on your skin, but for some reason your hair, I guess because your hair is porous, it just soaks it up and it holds on all day. So you will have a beautiful scent bubble and a beautiful sillage, and your hair will smell incredible. I noticed that it did not dry out my hair one little bit. If anything, my hair was a little bit shinier and a little bit more like moisturized when I had this. So this is a full bottle, and to be honest, I don't think I'll probably end up using it up because I'm just not a hair mist person. But I do give good ratings on this. Like if you're looking for a good hair mist, I can say that it does last and it is really nice and gentle on your hair, and it does smell really, really good. So that is the hair mist. So just a couple last minute things before we finish. I guess I can show you, they also gave me they sent me the Kayali rollerball along with the hair mist. So this is a double-sided musk and vanilla. This is very affordable as well. So if you're looking to try like layering these two, or you want to get both of these and just kind of try them out, this would be a really good option as well. So it's also perfect for traveling. This would be great to keep in your bag if you go on vacation or something like that, or just take it with you to work so you can spruce it up throughout the day. This is really, really pretty, and it's gorgeous. Like again, this makes perfect home decor. So just a couple of last minute things I'll just summarize. So the strongest, longest lasting, best performing perfume, aside from the Elixir, is the Vanilla 28. So if you're looking for something that has really good longevity, is very gourmand, very delicious, very sensual, very warm and cozy and feminine and sexy, the vanilla is your girl. If you want something that is sensual and feminine and makes you smell just like a clean, sexy, vanillic, kind of a musky woman, then you want to go with the musk. And if you're looking for a very easy, wearable floral scent, white floral, something good for spring and summer, then I would go with the Deja Vu White Flower. And I honestly think that all three of them are pretty safe blind buys. I can't imagine anybody being offended even by like the tuberose in this. I just think it's perfectly blended. I think it's really beautiful. It's not the strongest white floral. I have certainly smelled stronger white floral fragrances, but it's just really pretty. Also the citrus, I can't fault the citrus either. It's gorgeous, and I probably will end up with a bottle of this because I can totally see myself wearing this for the summer. It's right up there with Chanel Chanson Fraîche, except I think that the Chanel lasts a little bit longer. But this one is just as pretty and just as classy and beautiful. So it's just like a little bit different vibe because this one has grapefruit and musk, and it's just a little bit different like composition compared to the Eau Fraiche. And again, you can layer all of these. So if you honestly, like, I've layered the citrus and the musk. It's beautiful. The vanilla and the citrus goes together. The vanilla and the musk goes together. The vanilla and the Deja Vu goes together. You can layer all of these, and no matter which way you put them, you smell good. So it's pretty awesome. The only thing I'm holding on to is the Kayali Elixir, mostly for comparison purposes, but I don't think I'll ever have a full bottle of this. It's just not my perfume. The other ones are all winners in my books. They're all awesome. And I will link everything down below for you guys if you're interested. That's really all I have to say about the Kayalis. They're just beautiful, and I could just sit here and look at them all day long. So that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on them. Please let me know down below if you have any more questions about any of these fragrances. And if you haven't already, do head on over and follow me on Instagram, where you're going to see lots of things I don't share here on YouTube. And we'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.